You know how the Hindus co-opt
Co-opt?
other religions? Yeah, like I mean, Buddha they announced as a son of Vishnu, right? So, so anyway, that's a Hindu scarf. You know, it's turn of the century. It's nothing very special, but it's nice and it's yeah.
So this must mean a lot to you, or something to you.
He's just it's a friend, you know. He's a friend.
Friend.
Well, I put this is a. You see, we had a bar mitzvah here, so we had the yarmulke, and then the Hindu, and sometimes we put a Santa hat on him too.
Oh, I like that.
So,
What do you think? More crisper?
you know what? I didn't
I haven't had any
taste
rain
it.
yet.
Okay, go for
Just
it.
had the setup today.
And for me, money is the web.
You are fulfilling your dream.
Oh yeah, I do like to be. I always wanted to be a backpacker with a big budget.
Ah,
Uh-huh.
Well, when you're 20, one's values often get shaped. Like you guys, you got your values in Berkeley in the mid '60s, right?
Yeah.
right.
So, you know, I love traveling. It's fascinating. I speak 7 languages. I would love to go to Pakistan, you know, because of the Greco-Buddhist art. Like, look here, let me show you.
Yeah.
This is 4th century. This is from Gandhara. So this is like from Rawalpindi,
Uh-huh.
you know, and this is we call it Buddha in Florida, right? But
Oh.
these were Greek artists who were descendants of Alexander the Great. You know, who
How old is this?
it's what 1600 years. It's from the 4th century.
1600.
So, yeah, so it's like 350 after Christ. I like Bangladesh very much.
Bangladesh. Yeah.
And one wants to visit before it's underwater, right?
Yeah. So what was the major attraction of Bangladesh to you? Spiritual?
Not so much. You know, it's a Muslim country, right? But I like the energy. I like West Bengal on the Indian side, Kolkata, and Dhaka is like India is like Kolkata with an exponent. I like the energy and the lack of foreigners. It's like visiting the Thailand in, let's say, the 20s, you know, of the last century. It's just very friendly country, fascinating, beautiful colors, cheap, and there's fabulous art. You know, basically like the art of Kolkata. You know.
So Indians and Pakistans are same biological origin?
Well, maybe the people of Bengal, you know, of West Bengal, which is the easternmost large state in India. Yes, it's the same.
But they
Same origin
have a
there.
different faith.
Yes, right.
That's the reason why they are in conflict from
Right.
time to time.
Right, right. And you know how Modi exploits religious, exploits Hindu prejudice against the Muslims, you know, to keep the BJP in power and all that.
Uh-huh.
But yeah,
So how long you been collecting these kind of precious things?
since I was 25 or something.
Is that right?
As soon as you can pay the rent, right?
I still remember you told me you went to Harvard. After then, there was another school you went to. Which
I went
one?
to Stanford, then Harvard.
Oh, Stanford for undergraduate
Yeah, yeah.
and Harvard for
business.
graduate.
Yeah.
Business.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah. That's probably what Tony did, right?
Uh-huh.
Probably the same.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
Tony did that.
Tony just went to Harvard only for economics.
Right,
Yeah.
right. And then he went to Wall Street.
Yeah.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
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 What else you like to show?
Oh, so well, let me let me get my drink.
Yeah. Let's do it. Yeah.
Japanese.
Yeah, these are ukiyo-e, right? From 1860s, that kind of thing.
Oh, this is also antique.
Yeah, Japanese woodblock prints. They call them ukiyo-e.
You speak Japanese as well?
No.
Enumerate what
Doko
languages do you
Doko
speak?
Benjo, Doko Fugo.
Ah, so you speak in 6 different languages in the
7.
world. 7.
Yeah.
So enumerate.
Portuguese, Spanish, French, Italian, German, Russian, English.
Oh.
I struggle with English.
What motivated you to do that?
My interest in different cultures and just the joy of playing with languages, the study of the roots, is always interesting, and the differences, how the differences in the language reflect the personalities of the people. That kind of thing. Yeah.
Someday you might challenge Korean.
Yes.
It's too hard.
Oh, no, I don't think so.
Easier than you think.
Maybe. I don't know.
Who's
That's our
this
daughter,
one?
Mickey.
Oh, you're daughter Mickey.
Yeah.
Taking
That we
bath
lived in
in the
Houston
sink.
for a while.
Houston.
I was when I was 33. I was vice president of finance for Continental Airlines. She was there, and she liked to
Continental
bathe
Airlines.
in the bar sink in this cool house we had.
This Chinese,
Yeah.
3 kingdoms?
Well, I don't know. You tell me. I got
Yes,
at an
it is.
auction.
It is. Oh. There are 3 brothers, not by blood,
Yeah.
but by
Right. So
by oath.
right. Okay. Right.
So this
So just by.
we call him Jangbi.
Okay.
No. This is Guanu. Guanu, and this is Yubi.
So which one is Kwanu?
This is Guanu,
Okay.
and this is Jangbi.
The up top. Yeah.
Yeah, Jangbi, and this is Yubi, and 3 of them contributed to unite the Chinese territory.
Right.
By then, the country was divided into 3 kingdoms,
Right.
but they
And then it became the Middle Kingdom when they all united.
as one.
Yeah.
So there's a famous classical novel called 3 Kingdoms, and either you can read them in English or you can watch the movie
Right.
based on these characters.
Good.
I'm so glad to find it here.
Wonderful. Well, this
Who
our
is this?
bar. It's this is a French 18th century portrait of a gentleman. This one my grandmother collected.
Oh.
So about a quarter of the things that we have are from my grandmother, who had a really good time. She loved collecting Western antiques. Yeah.
Do you have her picture?
Yes, actually, probably.
Your grandmother.
Yeah, probably. She was quite a looker. She was the third. My grandfather was a very poor man, but he became quite successful. And she was his third wife. Here's this guy. He was
Your
a star salesman for Carnegie. This is my mom's dad,
I see.
born in 1870. So probably about the time your dad was born, probably. Because
So what he did by his occupation?
he did international trade, mostly export of American goods when America was more competitive than anyone else. It was industrialized. So he died in 47. Yeah. So and I don't know that I have a picture of my grandmother around, but she was such a looker.
I noticed there's a Catholic priest.
Yeah, this is we found this in Andalusia, inexpensively, but this is like 17th century, and wood is sculpture. You know, stone and metal are very expensive, but wood is inexpensive, and I mean, I think it's beautiful Renaissance art,
Right.
and kind of is it's a little pneumatic, you know, as if he had, you know, you could see the spirit that, you know, in them, that they're inflated a little with the spirit, you know, and yeah. So this is San Lorenzo.
His name,
Yes, Saint Lawrence,
Saint Lawrence.
Yes. and he was burned. He was burned by the Romans. Because they were really mad at him. He was the treasurer for the Christians in the first century, and he gave away all of the money to the poor instead of, and the Romans wanted it, so they burned him. But they were going to kill him anyway. So, in eastern Connecticut, this is, you know, both the Europeans really liked Japan when they became exposed to Japan, and this is 18th century, from about 1750, and it's Dutch. And you see the black background with the gold. This big chest here is the English doing the same thing in about 1890. So they call it, the French called it japoneserie, you know, and the English called it something similar. But you know, you would think that they're both Asian, made for the export market.
So the Europeans were inspired by Japanese culture.
Right. And you know, like most of, I mean, European ceramics,
Yeah, right.
you know, like
Ceramic,
they didn't want to pay Chinese prices. So, you know, what's the company in Meisel, you know, in Germany, everybody they were imitating,
Looking something
Chinese
cheaper.
imitating Ming vases.
Ah.
I mean, you know, nobody can afford one now, right?
Instead of getting the real thing from the countries, they were trying to make copy of it.
Yeah. And this is Ming. We just got this yesterday, actually. This guy. So this is about.
Who is he?
This is a Ming Dynasty Mandarin from about the year 1600.
Ah.
I think beautiful color. You know, so again, wood.
Yeah.
I mean, and it was
What
like,
this one?
So they excavated the ancient tomb.
oh no, I think
That's how they get-
No, these were in temples.
Oh, from temple.
Yeah, and temples get abandoned. You know, people build new temples. You know, the temples close. It's so cool. I love it.
Yeah, this is the right place for this tour
Yeah.
because this could be named as your personal sanctuary. This is the entrance.
Yeah. So I think they're really fun. 1840. Here, you should see the front. Just for a second.
Yeah, let's go out.
Yeah, just to see. This because it's cold, you know.
Yeah.
But these,
Oops.
yeah. So it's like, yeah, the trees, lots of trees that are about 130 years old. Yeah, the man owned this house. He graduated from Amherst College in 1904. When he came back, he made money the old-fashioned way. He inherited it. Instead
Tell me again, how old is this house?
180.
180.
Yeah, it's 1840.
Uh-huh.
But the porch, this was the porch with the columns was added in 1890. That because it was kind of a Greek revival. And we bought these guys, the lions. These were from Norfolk Inland.
Is this a lion?
Yeah.
Where is this from?
this was from a state in Norfolk, in the north of England. So the lions are from 1900. These are from 1750. The bases are better. Look like they've always been here.
Ah.
You know? Yeah.
I think you are the embodiment of this.
The lion.
Yeah.
Well, you flattered me. You know. Dude told me that you said I was Zorba the Greek. I thought that was a better.
Thomas agree. You remember that?
That was a better compliment.
Oh, yeah. You are true incarnation of it. Actually, early in the morning today, I wrote an essay
Right.
about you,
Oh, really?
and I described it as an embodiment of Zorba the Greek.
Well, I'm very flattered.
I did it,
I'm flattered.
and it was written in Korean,
Oh, really?
and I will try to translate it and present it to you. One more amazing thing about you is that you can be a friend of my son,
Yeah.
and you also can be a friend of mine,
Yeah, good. Yes. Of course,
transcending
right.
generations.
Yeah. No, that's
How
good.
amazing you are.
Well, it's because Du is mature.
Uh-huh.
You know, some people can't handle it if you're friends with their parents too. But Du is mature. He knows he's a good man. We really we're so happy for them, Du and Kunuyo. You know, I knew Kunuyo first
Uh-huh.
because I was in the Rotary Club and looking after the scholarships, the international scholarship students. And she won before she became world tennis championship. She won the Rotary ambassadorial scholarship. So we knew her, and you know, they had when they had a wedding ceremony in Amherst, and we had a wedding reception here in the backyard
Yes.
for their
yes,
friends.
Yes.
I was going to look to see if I can find any more pictures that they don't have.
I really.
Looks like you have one more
Okay.
room
Yeah.
to show us.
Well, this is a nice Chinese rug. I wish I could find one. And
Oh,
this is a
beautiful.
French portrait of
rug 아주 좋아.
um,
Oh my.
Portrait.
yeah.
So this is the original painting? Uh-huh.
I have to have it authenticated.
Do you have any information about her?
Well, ask Betsy. It's but I think it's Madame Vichy Lebras or something like this. But I should know, but I just don't have it handy. But that's another thing. That was my grandmother bought that.
Oh.
So that in this room, what she bought that and this chair, and the rest. Oh, and the stool. The rest I bought. Great character.
So
Maybe
she
you'll
was
find her.
fond of you from your childhood.
Yeah.
You remember, you have a recollection?
Well, she was very formal, you know.
In those days.
Yeah. So this is what they call that. They call that boule. This is a French furniture. This is a modest piece that I found. But and so here we keep like glassware and it makes a good bar, right?
Yeah.
So a lot of this furniture is French. Like this is Louis the 15th. So this is like mid 18th century. And I have four of these, four matching chairs. This is Kamakura, 13th century Japanese.
Kamakura.
Yeah.
I do not know much about Kamakura, even though I heard of it.
Yeah,
I'm
it's a
familiar
city.
with
It's
the.
a city, but it's 13th. It's a 13th century carving of a guanyin, you know, which they call kanon in Japan, or bodhisattva in India. You know? And this was for Queen Elizabeth's 70th birthday. They had all this stuff, and my antique dealer Fred gave me this. So she's gone, but it's fun to celebrate. And this is also 18th century. You know, they call it an armoire.
What country from?
French. Yeah.
This is
That we joke this is our Rothko because there's a famous painter named Mark Rothko.
contemporary.
Yeah. This, you know, he was active in like the 50s. 40s and 50s. But you know, if this
What
were
do you
Rothko,
think he
we
tried
were-
to depict?
This isn't a real one. It's a joke that we call it a Rothko. This is done by a friend who's a painter.
Oh,
It's, it's hard to, I'm not in the habit of describing Rothko.
what does it mean to you?
It's about color and texture. It's just, it's a thing of beauty.
Uh-huh. So your friend, the artist, was well established.
More or less.
In
yeah,
his
yeah,
world.
Yeah. She's 80.
She.
She's 85.
Uh-huh.
She lives in Cape Cod on the water. We just met a few days ago for lunch. We meet halfway to keep in touch because it's 2-hour drive for each, you know. So, and this is pre-impressionist. This is
Pre-impressionist.
right. So this is about 1870,
Uh-huh.
and it's French. The artist, his daughters are in lots of Renoir paintings. He was a doctor. He wasn't as good a painter as Renoir or Monet, but this is, you know, it's a modest painting. The frame is worth more, but we like it.
Uh-huh.
This also is from my grandmother.
Yeah.
Let's come meet. You need to come meet Betsy. She's much smarter and much nicer.
Is that right? Let's go back.
And she could cook.
I'm so fascinated by what you achieved.
I like.
You know, we have several of these.
Yeah, right.
You know, we kind of collect these nativity scenes.
How about
They call
that?
them. Well, this is an African mask from basically the Congo. I went to an auction. They were selling off everything from the Cornell University Museum. All the African masks from before, let's see, before World War II. Or no, everything after World War I they were selling off. Forgotten what country this is from. I'll have to call the dealer and ask. But again, this was
It's beautiful.
1880s. Old, no. And normally it's in the garden, but in the winter, because it's terracotta, you know, it's made from clay. You can't leave it out in the winter. So we should have our big Imari gold. We should have the Imari bowl here. This,
Is this Buddha?
yeah. But it's a decent piece, even though it's just a repro and, you know, for a couple $100. But this is
it smiling?
oh yeah. This belongs there. This is very cool. You know,
What's
is
this
Imari,
about?
1880s. I think they call it a goldfish bowl. Yeah, look, it's a really wonderful piece. And this is a gong from an 18th century gong from a
Making sound.
Japanese temple.
Yeah,
Right.
Do you have something to...
Yes. Here, we'll stop and
I like to hear the sound.
we'll do this just to entertain the
Yeah.
young people.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, I have to find something to hang it from because it's big and heavy.
I think this sound is healing me. Yeah.
Healing you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Why not? And then out here, oh yeah, you can't really. And we have out here, we have a swimming pool, a 20-meter swimming pool, and a Japanese garden.
Oh.
You know,
Ah.
we
I think someday I should come back during daytime.
definitely.
This is another instrument.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a Brazilian tambourine.
Ah.
Tambourine.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, yeah. Maria.
That was my mom's. This was something that meant a lot to my mom, so I like to have that. I remember my mom.
The baby must be Jesus.
Oh yeah. And
Yeah, let's go back to the
Yeah,
people.
let's go back, right?
Yeah.
I think it's
of the of the gentleman who owned this house before us.
You mean the movie actress
Yeah.
Grace
Grace Kelly. who
Kelly
became- she became
was here.
Grace.
She was here.
She used to stay here, yeah, in the
We have a room upstairs
because
that's called the Princess
because her
Grace Suite,
son
which is where she used to stay.
her son was at Amherst College.
No,
Oh.
she used to stay in a room over here,
oh my.
which we're not gonna show you tonight because our washing machine broke and everything from the laundry room is in there.
Oh
We're bringing
my.
the new
So,
washing machine tomorrow morning.
I want to toast. I want to toast to
Oh, yeah.
our newest friends here in town, and Jimmy and Yukil and their wonderful family. Thank you. Thank you guys so much.
Oh,
We're so honored you could come.
You go. Cheers.
All right.
this is a
This
lot
is-
of wine.
Well, no, it's. I'm sure. I'm sure Dew will take care of it for you if you have trouble with it. This is. It's people like Burgundy is the best for pairing with duck in French cuisine, and this is Côte de Nuit, and that's a lovely but light Burgundy.
Okay.
And you did fill your glass,
Very
right?
good.
You filled it full.
I couldn't do it, and I said, you must love it. And he gave me this big grin and said, you're right, I really love it. He loves it, right?
The uncle of the twins, you know, they had a 15-year-old boy who'd been drinking wine and was like, you know, all the aunties were, you know, competing for, but there were two babies, so not, you know, they could share them. But it was pretty funny. And then, you know, every time the guy would sing, you know, all the tables and all the restaurants would be clapping. It was like being in an Italian movie, you know. And, it's fun, but
That's beautiful.
Our daughter about it, and she said, really, you crashed a baptism? You know, our expression to crash a party, you know, to go uninvited. But
are so much fun. We'll have you over for dinner with them. They are so much fun. Howard is a doctor, and he is a total character. I mean, he is just, he is so funny. But you would really like them, you know, and they're interesting, they're different. And I think they would like Stan too.
sure.
You know, this
Yeah.
guy who's a
So-
Russian professor at Amherst College who's, he's just a party all by himself. You know, he just sits there and you go, well, we don't need anybody else, or he doesn't need anything. He just starts talking and everybody's, I don't know if you met him.
No,
No,
not the
not-
Stan,
not-
not
not
the
Stan
politician
Rosenberg.
Stan, yeah.
No, not Stan Rosenberg. Stan Rosenberg's great too.
Yeah,
Stan Rabinowitz?
Stan Rabinowitz. I think they would enjoy him
Sure.
because his worldview
They
is
love the
very interesting.
Todmans.
They love the Todmans, yeah. Bill wrote, he wrote
He won the
he
Pulitzer
won the
for
Pulitzer
his-
and a National Book Award for
Khrushchev.
a book on Khrushchev, and he wrote a book on
Oh, interesting.
Gorbachev. And so, typical Amherst, you're walking uptown, I run into his wife, and she says, the Berlin Wall just fell. You know, because that's where he was in his writing. She said, oh, thank God the Berlin Wall is finally fallen, you know. But, you know, only in a town like this do you get people like that.
Yeah.
I think honestly, so you know, so you have roots in California too. You know, the people you meet in this town are going to be more interesting.
Yeah.
In general, more interesting than the people you meet in San Francisco or Napa or Walnut Creek or wherever. You know, it's. I think you'll likely have a very rich life, people wise here. So, yeah. a real estate developer, and they have their house is always
full of
full of
Fulbrights.
students from all over the world,
But they're
Fulbright
Fulbrights.
scholars.
Oh,
You know, really interesting people.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, and they're 80. Is Connie 83 or 84?
She's 85.
They're both 85
She's
or
86.
86. And
So-
and they have a farm
Connie
in
Bill.
town, and every Saturday morning they're selling vegetables at the farmers market in town. So they have this.
And he drives
They're
his
not
tractor
pretentious.
up
I
and
mean,
down.
So
Here,
I actually
you know-
introduced them to my parents.
Oh, you did?
A
Yeah.
couple of years ago because
Okay.
I was trying to explain to my parents how fascinating these people are.
Yeah.
That
Yeah, this is
They-
not a boring suburb.
House, you know. Just a house. So these are what they wear for Cajun.
Here you go. Just walk carefully. It's good just to see the pool and the Japanese garden really quickly. So watch your step. There's a target
Yeah.
to the left. But do watch those.
Uh-huh.
Century, that's 18th century Guanyans.
Oops.
And this I just got from the same place. This is Ming Dynasty.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so that's like probably 1750. It's a Guanyan, what they call in Japan, they call it Konan.
There's a Chinese character.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. Did you see this?
Yeah. Well, the Japanese
Maybe.
use lots of Chinese characters.
Yeah. Maybe Kinuyo can tell us what it means.
Probably. Yeah.
Yeah. I will ask.
And here I just got this to sit on. It's a little wet. I don't recommend sitting on it, but this is Ming Dynasty.
Uh-huh.
And there's like, this
What this was used for? Just
put
the artwork?
a column on top.
Oh, I
you know,
see.
So for holding up a temple.
Uh-huh.
And here that's a Japanese lantern from about 1850. Pretty nice lantern.
Is it still usable?
Oh yeah.
Ah. Wow. Candle inside?
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, candlelight.
Yeah. And so this is our Zen garden. And it's good. I mean, I can roll out of bed
Yeah.
and have a hell of a workout
Yeah.
in the mornings in the summer. And then here we're set up with a big table here that I've got covered, but it's like a 10-foot table.
How deep is the water?
Well, here it's about 8 feet,
Uh-huh.
and here for the children it's about 3 feet,
Yeah.
and in the left lane it's about 4.5 feet.
When do you open? July?
Just late May.
Oh, that early.
Yeah, and then see over here.
yeah.
They have lots of furniture here.
Uh-huh.
But you see, there's a campfire in the middle. There's a patio and a campfire.
Yeah.
And some sculpture back
Uh-huh.
there. So it's really good for outdoor entertainment.
Oh.
You know, we added this in 2020.
Someday maybe children from Korea
Yeah.
on their way to Mother United Nations.
Okay.
They come over here to have a day camp. Ah, it's wonderful.
So I think this was just the 60-second tour. I think it went 90 seconds. Be careful though, it's slippery.
Ah, it doesn't need your muscle.
You know, you give it your muscle.
Ah,
You know, but you set it for as much assistance as you want.
so you can use in either way.
Yeah. Or it's what you want is a mix. I mean, I want to like if I go out for an hour, I want my heartbeat at an average of 125 or
Oh,
120. Just depends
I
on
see.
you know.
So you ride it strenuously?
Sure.
Oh, really?
Yeah, strenuously or leisurely depends on your
Ah.
objective. Whether you want
Ah.
to work out or whether you want to get there in a hurry.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's big, wide tires, so it's good for you can go on trails even.
Uh-huh. You can make it uphill.
I assembled it here, but yeah. But it's there's also a bike trail that gets you to Northampton.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So with no traffic.
I see.
It's great to hear about the Three Kingdoms.
Yeah. Yeah. You will enjoy the movie. Yeah.
Yeah. Watch your step.
It depicts the human nature,
Yeah.
universal.
Uh-huh, right.
We decided,
This is a really enchanted evening.
is it?
We are invited to.
We got all of you.
Huh?
Only because we have all of
We
you.
couldn't
Yeah.
wait for you for dessert, so you have to grab your dessert yourself.
Yeah. This will be our lifetime memory.
Well, you'll come back and we'll make other memories. Really fun.
The children, they are quiet tonight, but inside they're actively inspired to follow your path.
They have such good direction themselves.
They are fully motivated. Is it correct? Yeah, he nodded. I saw.
I did hear
Yeah.
the dog, which I thought was.
Huh?
I did hear that there might be a dog in the future.
Yeah. Yeah, you will see.
Hors d'oeuvre or an entree?
I like it.
Probably for my parents. I don't
Parents?
know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, Connie and Bill just got a puppy from them.
Oh, really? So where's this kennel at?
It's near Williamsburg.
Oh, okay, so local.
And they're.
Listen, if you get a dog when you're an older person, get a small one that won't pull you over.
Right.
Yeah.
Don't get a dog more than 30 or 35 pounds.
Sure.
No, really.
They're really obedient dogs.
Would you
And
like a
you think
dog?
they're trained dogs like golden retrievers though.
Yeah, they're
No.
Get
I
miniatures.
think of myself.
Well,
I just can't.
well,
And afraid of water.
Don't tell Sue that.
She'll fix you.
Well, Russ will fix you, but Sue's
Well,
more gentle.
we have a tradition of, swim team members from UMass giving our friends lessons in the pool here. And
There's swimming pool here.
Yeah.
That's what you need to buy.
Yeah, so with this, I was hiking in the mountains yesterday or the day before, I forgot which.
Uh-huh. So
You buy these separately, and they come
separately.
On, yeah, they come on and off.
Uh-huh.
Because here
oh,
you
I
don't
see.
want to walk.
What do you
on
call this
floors.
part?
Can I feel it?
Let me. I have a box here.
Uh-huh. Maybe we can
Here,
explain.
see this?
but
This is
EMS
better.
also.
Uh-huh.
These
see.
are from EMS.
Also,
Nano
boots that have
spikes.
tracks.
Where did you get
Yeah.
this?
EMS.
EMS.
EMS?
Called EMS, which is
Ah, the-
very near
ah,
Walmart.
oh,
To the right of Walmart,
oh,
like 3 or 4
I see.
stars.
Uh-huh.
Eastern Mountain Sports, okay, which is also on Route 9. And here, normal snow boots, okay?
Uh-huh.
Oh,
And
wow.
These flip
That's
over.
fantastic.
So here, like when they're like this, they won't ruin your
Oh,
floor.
I see.
Okay, they won't ruin the floor like this.
Uh-huh.
You get out of the car at the supermarket if they don't have what you need, if you know, and you walk with this, and you won't slip and fall in really bad ice.
That is fantastic.
Then you get to the store and you go like this.
This also you can get it separately.
No.
No, this is
It's a
all
part of the boot.
it's part of the boot, but here,
Uh.
here, it's not operating. It's a normal boot.
Uh-huh.
Then you flip it like this,
Yeah.
and you have traction.
On the
Okay.
icy
Yeah.
area.
So these were from Sam's, and they're like $135.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
They're Canadian,
Uh-huh.
you know, and easy to put on and take off with the zippers. It's a good product.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Smart.
nice to know.
So these telescope up and down. Be
Uh-huh.
careful, it's loose.
Yeah.
It's slippery, but you know, you go like this,
Yeah.
and if you start to fall, they save you. You know,
Uh-huh.
So I mean, I hike like this all the time, and especially you know.
So it makes you less strenuous.
It's well, they help you. It's more that they keep
To
you
keep
from
balance?
falling, keep you from falling.
Uh-huh.
So let's say you're going down a hill. Okay, when you go down a hill, it's more dangerous. So you step on a rock.
Yeah.
You think it's secured. It starts to go like that. Well, if it starts to go like that, you lean on these, and you don't fall and sprain your ankle. You know, because you use your upper body
Uh-huh.
to slow the fall or prevent it. So these are nice.
Uh-huh.
Hiking poles are nice.
I see.
And when we go hiking, I'll lend you a pair so you see if you like them.